This is our total body foam rolling series. So what I'm going to do is take you basically from the posterior chain to the anterior chain, head to toe. When you're doing these, make sure that you're breathing and relaxing through each position. Once you find like a tighter area, you can relax and hold that position and breathe through it and kind of add some movement if you'd like to. So first we're going to start off on our back, rolling out the upper back. I like to start off with a big hug, just working up and down, side to side. You can work some T-spine extension as you're here, okay? Just make sure I'm exhaling as I'm going into that extension. Next, we're gonna transition right into the lat. So we're gonna open up the palm, okay, and then work right in kind of that mid, or in that armpit area. The lat runs all the way down to the hip and attaches to the upper arm. So you can work around in different areas. Typically, it's most tight right in that armpit area, as you can kind of see me wince a little bit. If you want, work up and down that, kind of fine. Where it's tight, and spend your most time on there, rocking back and forth, just kind of breathe it through that till it starts to relax. You'll do that on both sides. Next, we're going to transition to the glute, okay? Kind of hitting that piriformis area that kind of causes a lot of issues. A lot of times when the glutes are tight, it can cause some low back issues. So we're going to take this knee, cross it up, or this foot, cross it up over this opposite knee, open that hip, and then turn to the side a little bit, and then roll out on that outer upper part of that glute. If I find a tight corner, I can just kind of sit and breathe through that a little bit until it starts to relax. Like I said, do that on both sides. Then we'll work down the chain, going to the hamstrings. If you want, you can isolate one leg. That way you can apply a lot more pressure to that one side, or you can roll them both out at once. Make sure you're kind of working around that hamstring area, not just on the back side, but towards the inside and the outside a little bit. So if you want to hit that outside, you can turn the body a little bit, or if you want to hit that inside, you can rotate the opposite direction. And then you'll work down to the calves, making sure we're working all the way from the back of the knee down to the heel, okay? Not only rolling up and down with the fibers, but crossways with the fibers too, the opposite direction with the fibers run. You can do this with two legs, okay? Or you can stack that leg on top to make it a little bit more intense, whatever you feel like you need. And then lift your body up and put as much pressure as you want into that. Next, we'll transition to the quad. So we're gonna hit 3 different parts of the quad. We'll hit the front side, the medial side, and then the lateral side. So when we do the medial side, we're working more kind of that adductor area, the front side of the quad. And then when we work that lateral quad, we're gonna stay right in front of the IT band, okay? Because a lot of times, when anything gets tight around here, this can affect how the knee works. And if you have knee pain, maybe a lot of times what you can do is think about working below and above that area. We'll roll out the quads. A lot of times, you can just roll out one at a time, working all the way to the top of the knee, all the way up to the hip. Maybe even hit that hip muscle, that TFL right here on top too, so don't forget to address that. Then when we work the adductor, what you're gonna do is turn the roller parallel to the spine, kick this hip out to the side at about 90 degrees, work all the way to the knee, and then up high into that groin area. When you find a tight area, you can spend some time, even add some movement to it, and just breathe through that till it starts to relax. To hit that lateral side of the quad, you're gonna sit up here, okay? This leg comes over the top just for balance, okay? And then work all the way up and down that. So a lot of time, like I said, just find where those tighter areas are at and work through that.